Straighten out your knee. Bend your knee. 4. Straighten out your knee. Bend your knee. 5.
Yeah, break your thumb.
So this is lateral movement on the top and bottom of the patella. You grab the patella on the bottom and the top and move it laterally like this 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. So now we're going to do palm pressure on the medial part of the thigh. Just move the leg out like this. Hold it like this with this hand, 4 inches below the groin to 2 inches above the knee. With the heel of your palm, arms straight, bend your knee, lean into it. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Looks good.
5.
So it's Shiatsu, it's like more like pressure, pressing.
So now we're going to do thumb pressure on the medial part of the thigh. Keep your arms straight, bend your knee, arch your back forward, hold the knee like this, 4 inches below the groin to 2 inches above the knee, 5 equally spaced spots right on the medial part of the thigh. 1. Support your thumb with your hand. 2. Tell me if this is too hard for you.
No, it's not.
3, 4. Hold it for about 8 seconds each, approximately. A little more than that. 5. And repeat that 3 times. Most of these are repeated 3 times unless it's the ones that we're doing that are 12 times. So now we're going to do palm pressure on the medial part of the leg. So you hold the ankle like this, which is just going to be from 2 inches below the knee to 2 inches above the ankle. 5 spots, repeated 3 times. Heel of the palm of the hand, arch your back forward, keep your arms straight, bend your knee. 1, 2, about 8 seconds each, approximately. 3,
Just beneath the tibial, the posterior.
4, 5. And repeat that 3 times. So now we're going to do thumb pressure on the medial part of the leg. Same way as we did before, same spots we just used. Just stabilize the ankle with your left hand, the right hand. Keep your arms straight and from 2 inches below the knee to 2 inches above the ankle, 5 equal spots, about 8 seconds each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then repeat that 3 times. So now we're going to do palm pressure on the lateral part of the leg. And pull the knee in like this and do palm pressure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, this is like
From 2 inches below the knee to 2 inches above the ankle, 5 equal spots on the lateral part of the leg. Repeat that 3 times. So now you're going to do thumb pressure on the tibialis anterior, which is right by the tibia. 5 spots, 2 inches below the knee to 2 inches above the ankle with the thumb. Right, you'll feel it. You'll bring your thumb down right from the tibia just to the first muscle and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Get that picture.
And repeat that 3 times. So now we're going to do 5 thumb spots on the proneus longus, which is right behind the tibialis anterior. from just below the knee, 2 inches below the knee to 2 inches above the ankle. Tibialis anterior is here, peroneus longus is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat that 3 times. Keep the knee stabilized with your left hand.
I'm ready.
So now you squeeze the ankle.
I'm ready.
Put your fingers on this side, one on top of the other, just under the medial malleolus, and the thumbs on the lateral side, just below the medial malleolus, one on top of the other, and squeeze 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now spread the top of the foot with your heels like this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now you stretch the toes. You stretch, you flex them and extend them. Flex, extend, flex, extend. Stabilize the foot with your left hand and flex and extend the toes 3 times. So now we're going to stretch the anterior thigh and leg. We're going to bring the knee towards the chest. Tell me if this is too hard on you. Always ask the client, never do this past client tolerance. So let me know if this is too much of a stretch. You bring the knee towards the chest and the heel towards the hip, like this. And then you push on the top of the toes, just like this. Tell me if this is too hard on you.
Okay.
Hold it for about 8 seconds. Okay. So now you stretch the posterior thigh and leg. You straighten out the leg a little bit and bring the leg towards the head. Tell me if this is too hard on you. And then bring their toes towards their body. Let me know if this is too much of a stretch. Hold it for about 8 seconds. So now you pull the leg straight, you traction and shake the leg. Just pull the leg straight and gently pull on it and shake it with both hands. And then set it back down on the table. So now we're going to do the sun moon circular massage on the abdomen. One hand over the other, 12 times, across the transverse, descending, last part of the small intestine, and ascending colon. So ascending, transverse, descending colon, the last part of the small intestine. One hand over the other, 12 times. You can do this hand over this hand, you can do this hand over this hand, or you can alternate back and forth in a clockwise position around the umbilicus. So now we're going to do palm pressure on the abdomen. We're going to start on the lower part of the ascending colon, then the middle part of the ascending colon, then the superior part of the ascending colon, and the right side of the transverse colon, and the medial part of the transverse colon, and the left side of the transverse colon, and the superior part of the descending colon, the medial part of the descending colon, the inferior part of the descending colon, then the left side of the last part of the small intestines, and the medial part of the last part of the small intestines, and the right side of the last part of the small intestine. Then you repeat that 3 times. So now we're going to do the squeeze and roll kneading of the biceps muscle. You reach under the biceps and You push and squeeze and roll 1, 2, 3 on the proximal part of the biceps, 1, 2, 3 on medial part of the biceps, 1, 2, 3 on the distal part of the biceps, and then repeat that 3 times. Now we're going to do palm pressure on the anterior forearm in 5 different spots from just below the elbow to right on the wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the flexor muscles, and repeat that 3 times. So now do thumb pressure on the anterior forearm from just below the elbow to right on the wrist in 5 different spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And repeat that 3 times. So now we do fingers and thumbs squeeze the wrist. Right on the wrist, fingers on one side, thumbs on the other side, just squeeze it together 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Just like this. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's
So now we're going to do spread the client's palm with the heels of your hand. So you spread it like this. 1, 2, 3, and do this 3 times. So it's just spreading the palm with the heels of your hands.
Oh, I'm doing it backwards anyway. You're supposed to be this way.
Go. She's trying to teach me now.
So now slide your fingers between the metacarpals. So you slide your thumbs between the 4th and the 5th metacarpal, and at the same time simultaneously between the 2nd and 3rd metacarpal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then slide your thumbs between the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd and the 4th metacarpals. 1, 2, 3. So now you do thumb pressure between these same metacarpals. So you do thumb pressure in 5 spots between the 4th and the 5th metacarpal, and simultaneously between the 2nd and the 3rd metacarpal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you repeat that 3 times. And then you do thumb pressure between the 1st and the 2nd metacarpal and the 3rd and the 4th metacarpal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you repeat that 3 times. Okay, so do thumb pressure on the acupressure spot named large intestine 4.
What's your name? Yeah, I want to see him.
1,
They see one shoulder.
2,
Anything like that, she's tall.
3 times.
He's in heaven.
Heaven. Perfect time.
Like that.
Perfect.
Okay, now rub the fingers between your thumb and first finger from front to back, and then turn and do the side, then pull on the finger, then front to back, side to side, go to the base, pull on the finger, front to back, side to side, pull on the